Hi folks, this video is just to introduce you to my new Mamod Brunel Mark 3. We usually associate Mamods with oscillating cylinders, however, as you can see, this one has a slide valve cylinder. Only one. I think the engine itself is loosely based on a De Winton, which these type of engines operated on Welsh slate quarry narrow gauge lines from about the 1850s to the early 1900s. They supply you with this adapter which screws onto the top of the gas canister. So it comes well packaged. Some of the polystyrene gets stuck to the model, so you have to clean all that off, because when you light this you don't want any polystyrene melting and catching fire. Has all the literature here, instructions, certificate. Safety valve pressure is set at 2.7 bar, which I think equates to 40 psi. It also comes with steam cylinder oil. Is made from mostly rendered animal fat, and it condenses or emulsifies into the steam to lubricate the inner workings of the cylinder. Lubricating oil will not do that job and will probably damage your engine. Gears seems to run really smoothly. It's also a slip eccentric. This is a slip eccentric here. I like that. It also has a water top-up valve, which means you can top the water up in the boiler whilst the engine's running. Safety valve, as I said, 40 psi. A sight glass, so you can check the level of your water. If you get any sort of bubbles in here, give this little handle a turn a couple of times, and out of here comes some steam, but also get rid of the bubbles in your sight glass. This controls the amount of steam going into the cylinder, and this controls the amount of gas. The steam pipe goes through the lubricator, and there's a tiny hole on the top of the steam pipe. The steam inside goes into the lubricator, forms into droplets of water. The oil floats on the droplets of the water. Steam oil goes down this hole and into the inside of the cylinder. The buffers here are actually sprung loaded. That's a great little touch, I think. And fire her up and see how she runs. So now to filling the gas. That will give the gas time to settle in the tank whilst we go around lubricating all the moving parts and putting the steam oil into the cylinder. The room is well ventilated. I've got the windows open. This is what I'm going to use: butane propane gas mix. The adapter screws onto the top. Make sure that your gas is turned off, and put the adapter into the top of the valve on the gas tank, and you know when it's full because gas will start spluttering out. Press the canister down and you'll hear it hiss hiss hiss. Now it's filling the tank up. Takes a little while, and that's full now. Put the gas canister away over the other side of the room. We don't want that near any kid flame. And whilst you're lubricating and filling the water, filling the boiler with water, it gives a chance for any gas to disperse, anything that's been spilled out of the top of the tank there. So to lubricate the moving parts, I use one of these syringes, fine point on it there that allows you to get into all the little tight spaces to lubricate all these moving parts, etc. They keep the lubricating oil in an old, this is just an old spice jar or herb jar, not to get mixed up with the steam oil. Another syringe for the steam oil. And I've marked this one with a little band at the top so that I know that this is the steam cylinder oil. This is the drain screw. Before you fill the lubricator up, loosen that screw off, or take it out in fact, and let any old oil, water drain from the lubricator. Open up the lubricator and slowly fill the lubricator. So that's the lubricator now full. Just see the little hole in the steam pipe. Put top back on. There's an O-ring on that, I don't know if you noticed it, so you'll need to do it, you know, finger tight, don't over tighten, you damage the O-ring. Okay, so I've gone round and lubricated all the moving parts, the motion and valve gear, and underneath the wheel bearings. Okay, last thing I need to do is fill the boiler with water, sorry, light it up and raise steam. Okay, so I've filled the boiler with water. I've used the filling funnel. You can use the water top-up valve using one of these. And this line here goes into the valve there. Squeeze this trigger again and again and again and again, and it fills the boiler with water. And as you can see, it's right up to the top there. I've maybe even just put slightly too much water in, but I would say it's certainly as full as he's going to put it. It's important to not overfill a boiler, because when the water boils, there has to be space for the steam at the top of the boiler. It's not the water that powers your cylinder, it's the steam. Take the funnel out, and safety valve, as you can see it's sprung loaded. Just do a little check to make sure it's operating. Yep, so open in, screw in, and again finger tight. That's all you need. The next step is going to be to fire her up. So to fire her up, this is the gas valve. Make sure everything else is closed, which is clockwise. That's your regulator for your steam. This is your gas regulator. If you turn it on, you hear a little hiss, and that's fine. The burner's under here, so you get light under there. You've got to be quite quick with that. Really what you should do is light your lighter and then turn your gas on. So you've only really got the gas turned on a little bit, and then you wait maybe 20-30 seconds for the ceramic burner to heat up. Turn the gas up a little bit, and you don't want it up too much, you don't want flames shooting out the sides or anything like that. And then you wait for pressure to build. I think you can see hopefully in there, that's the sort of flame you're looking for. A nice blue flame. I only used tap water. I'm lucky to have soft tap water here. There's no lime scale or anything like that in it. If you live in a hard water area with lime scale, do not use tap water. And really, you should only ever use distilled water. Not deionized water, but distilled water. Filtered rainwater is okay, and filtered water from your dehumidifier. So after only about 3 or 4 minutes, we're already at above 30 psi. The locomotive will run very well at that pressure. You don't need to have it at 40. Now is only a matter of setting the slip eccentric. To do that, turn it that way a few times. The locomotive will run that way. If you do it the other way, it will run that way. Now we're up to 40 psi. We'll turn the steam on. And you're only looking at turning it on a little bit. It's hot, so be careful. This should run. So after a bit of trial and error, finally got it to run. Yeah. Takes a bit of obviously practice to get the gas setting right and the regulator setting right, and a bit more steam. And she's starting to run better and better. So I'm not too keen on all the steam just coming out the side of the cylinder there. Yep. Flashing some sort of an exhaust pipe for that. There's quite a bit of steam coming out of the here out the piston, out of the cylinder. It's a good fix for this, using some PTFE tape. And if you head over to Terry's live stream and Kobe, COBI, Terry's live stream and Kobe, my good friend Terry has a very good video showing you what to do to stop that steam leak. You should get a good 20-minute run out of this. The gas will run out before the water. And to stop, you could go like that, stops, turn it the other way, and now she's going the other way. Excellent. So it takes a while to run our engine in, a few hours, and she'll run better and better. Excellent. Thank you, Mamod. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye.